Seems we had a bit of an S&T divergence here. I don't know if y'all ever see that. It's a very small one. You had price moving higher there. You had price going down there. I think that means the NASDAQ is lagging behind the S&P because that is our sign of continuation that price is in fact going to move higher. It confirms the fair value gap and liquidity sweep, and as a result, it's going to move higher. But again, before it moves higher, it has to move lower. And just so we're on the same page, another row of confluence is the most recent high to the most recent low. We're going to take, where is it? It's right here. Where's the most recent high? We can actually take it here, down here, right? This is wrong, chat. You want to know why? I said chat. That's wrong. You are not chat. You are comment section. This is a YouTube video. That right there is our equilibrium, right? Or it can go lower. It's going to have to cross this. My thought process is, in the event it crosses this, it's going to hit lower, which means we might see our first confluence hit, our key level hit in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Could hit in the next hour. We don't know. In the event it's not, it's going to hit this key level up here. As a result, we'll continue on as though it is in an uptrend. And at that result, we will look for a long position going higher. I want to point out before we get too crazy, it looks like we're about to have a break of structure back to the upside, right? So we are on the same notion we were before. We had a mini break of structure here. We had an inverse fair value gap here. As a result, we also got our liquidity sweep. Our liquidity sweep immediately after that had a break of structure here, a higher low. That is a break of structure back to the upside, confirming that this was in fact a liquidity sweep, and that price is going to be moving back up. From this point right here, we are still not within our designated trade time. As you can see, we are going to continue to wait until we have our price hit key level. And if at some point, instead of continuing down and retesting this area of liquidity, we will look and see for a we're just waiting for the key level to get hit. If it isn't getting hit and we don't see it hit until after 10:30, we're not going to take the trade. I'd like to be able to put in a trade today. With the confluences I'm seeing on this board, I'd like to see a trade be done today. I'd like to trade today. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Oh well. There's always tomorrow. I'm happy to wait. All right, so we are down on the 5 minute. We are 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 40 minutes. There's a 10-minute delay right there. It is on a 10-minute delay. So realistically, this candle's already formed for anyone who's not getting delayed information. We are essentially 30 minutes out from market open, we need to look for an entry, right? I decided to scale down to the 5 minute to see what it was doing before we had to start looking for trades, right? Essentially, on the hourly, we have an inverse fair value gap, and then we had a small retrace here. What we're waiting to happen is for this price to dip down into this key level. If it hits this key level before market open, that's prime time for us. All we have to do is wait for confirmation, right? Because we're already on the 5-minute. Price hits key level, scale to 5-minute time frame, wait for confirmation via break of structure or inverse fair value gap or an S&T divergence. Right now, looking at both. Seems we had a disrespected order block here. We had a wick go up above that, and it is on an S&T divergence. When we spot an S&T divergence, that is confirmation that the price is going to continue moving down into, on the upside, S&T divergence on the upside, right? That's confirmation that price is going to continue moving down, and potentially sweep this liquidity. And as we can see, price is continuing to move down on the 5-minute. For continuation, we're looking specifically for fair value gaps, breaker blocks, order blocks, and equilibrium. Again, on this, we're looking for fair value gaps. I'm not seeing any, with the exception of this right here, and it was completely filled by this low here. I was going to say this right here, but it is currently getting filled, and if it closes above this, this will have been an inverse fair value gap, at which point that is our confirmation that price is going to continue, right? These are confluences all without hitting a specific key interval, right? This is legit guessing at it. The idea is that price is going to come down, touch this, and ramp back up, right? To justify this trade, we'd be marking out the most recent high and the most recent low, drawing equilibrium, and then looking for price to go into a premium. And then we'd be taking a short off of that equilibrium. I'm wrong. The idea is to actually get a uptrend going, right? We're waiting for that break of structure back to the upside. We actually got that break of structure over here. Think about it. Broke structure on this candle right here, made a new high. Broke structure again, made a new low. Price wrapped up again, made a new high. Right there. And there we are with break of structure official. We're in an uptrend. Boom. And then we broke structure on that candle there. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. We did not break structure in this at all. Right up until right here. This right here closed beneath this low. Actually, it did. Because that comes down. Break of structure is when it closes beneath a low. And this right here is the low on the 5-minute. We haven't gotten a closure. So, at the moment, we are waiting to see if price is going to continue moving down. And again, this is on the basis without a keyframe. Keyframe. I keep saying keyframe. Key interval, right? We know there's an imbalance in this on the 1 hour. This is a fair value gap. On both charts, it's a fair value gap. We'll have more information when we get a key level hit, and I'm hoping it'll be this right here that it hits. If it's not, and it comes time to trade, we'll give it maybe 20 minutes, we'll say. That'll take us to 10, at which point price will have either crossed this line or a wick will have touched this line, and we will see it go much higher. S&P says it wants to go down, but NASDAQ says we are going up. We're currently in a downtrend. I'd say on the 5-minute we are currently in a downtrend. Because we did sweep this low here, with this candle. Our break of structure would be confirmation of this sweep, and so price would move much higher. It would confirm that we're moving higher. After that confirmation, we'd be looking for a fair value gap from a large green candle going up, or a breaker block, which would be a small retrace on the downside, indicating lack of sell orders. Price is going to move much higher, much quicker. Or an order block after a small retrace, we have a leg going back up, signaling that we had enough momentum to clear our most recent high off of whatever this makes, right? The high this makes. And then from there, that'll be our continuation confirmation. Continuation confluence, oh my gosh. Then from there, we will scale down to the 1 minute. We will look very, very carefully for a break of structure or an inverse fair value gap. Here we are with a retrace. This might be a breaker block. On a downtrend, a breaker block would be the move up. The order block would be the move down. So, realistically speaking, that may have been an order block right there in the middle. These two green candles right here, these two may be the order block we're looking at. Price has filled the fair value gap, but has not made it an inverse fair value gap because it has not closed below the fair value gap, making it inverse. I think this is going to be our breaker block. Lack of buy orders in the market, and so price is going to push down, sweep this low a second time, and rally higher. We'll know when this price shoots low enough to sweep both. It'll sweep this low completely, and then we'll see one large candle going up. That'll be our fair value gap for continuation. That price is going to move much, much, much higher, much quicker on the 5 minute, and then from there, I believe once we have reached this threshold here, we can move on to break of structure and inverse fair value gap, right? From there, we will see what exactly we get off of it. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I am absolutely tired. I have had such a long day yesterday, right? Like, I got very, very little sleep because of the update in the game I play, Warframe, right? It's a very fun game, very free to play. I've been playing it for a long time, and I'm just in love with every aspect of that game. We had a major update release that did a lot of quality of life changes that I myself have been looking forward to for years, and the game is much more enjoyable to play. I can absolutely say it is enjoyable to play. If you're interested in that kind of content, that kind of thing, check out Orb's Vault, check out the Gaming Orb on YouTube. There you'll find all the content I host when it comes to video games and the like. Orb's Vault will host live streams. The Gaming Orb will have a lot of videos and a lot of shorts, all of which are posted on a schedule. So you'll see a bunch of that stuff there. Yeah, head over there, subscribe. We're almost to 400 subscribers. We just hit 379 subscribers, something like that. Go check it out. Subscribe. Like a video or two. Comment below what you'd like to see gaming wise on a video game if you have any suggestions. In the event you guys don't like that kind of content, you gotta stay there. You can just come back here if you'd like. I post here 5 days a week, so you'll get that. Yeah, that's about it. Let's see what price market specifically has to do this. I believe we filled our breaker block. I counted this right here, these two right here, as our breaker block. This right here would have been an order block because it filled two of these. It did not create an imbalance or a fair value gap, but it filled the breaker block. So right now we should be looking at a formation, a huge up on this candle and the next candle. It should be a huge up. From there, we'll see our fair value gap. We'll wait on a retrace back down into the fair value gap to not in. Yeah, we'll wait for the retrace back down. And that should be within this time frame right here. Once it comes back down and we have it, I'll scale it till the 1 minute, and then we'll look for another confirmation like break of structure or inverse fair value gap, and then from there we will attempt a trade. We will attempt a trade. I'm going to lose this, and I know I am. Why? Because I'm using this strategy without it hitting a key level. And something tells me my idea is wrong. The price is going to continue to move down like it is now. We are in a downtrend. It has not broke structure, right? I think it's not going to hit the key level. I think it's going to come down a little bit more. As you can see, we have our imbalances. That right there is an imbalance. Price doesn't know what it wants to do. There's a lack of sell orders or buy orders in the market. Market makers are literally taking advantage of the most recent high here, pushing, or actually taking advantage of this high, pushing price lower. They're filling their massive amount of sell orders, so it might actually continue going down, like starkly down. But per the confluence of the inverse fair value gap we got over here, price should be moving up in our favor soon. Again, right now we're waiting. We're just waiting for confluences. If it hits a key level before this time zone, right, this timer right here, then we will work off the key level that it hit, right? We are on the 5 minute. So yeah. Let's scale back up to the 1 minute, 1 hour, sorry, and see if it hit our. It hasn't hit our key level yet. It wants to, though. See that mess? Chat. It wants to. It's trying to make that new low. See if NASDAQ's doing the same thing. We got 30 minutes before this candle closes. I think this is where we start looking at it. I strongly think this is where we start looking at it, because if price closes below this, that'll be our key level hit, and then from there, yeah. Just want to point out on the hourly that we do have 1, 2 fair value gaps right here, right? That price can come back up to and essentially fill. Yeah, we're looking to take a trade off of the retrace from this low if it decides to hit this key level. So when it hits the key level, we're looking for that break of structure to the upside. From there, we put our stop loss just below this low here, or actually just below this low. And then from there, we'll watch it climb, and then we will see it fill fair value gap. Even per this right here, if we're to take this for what it looks like, this right here being our key level hit from over here, right? This would have been our breaker block, and if this right here closes like it did now, this would have been our order block, because it filled the it swept. It did sweep this. I don't know what I'm doing. We shall wait, we shall see. There we are. Well, it hasn't closed yet. I'm sorry. If this candle closes up here, we have a break of structure back to the upside. Seems the NASDAQ is lagging behind the S&P. We have 5 minutes. Comment section. 5 minutes. Just got down to 5 minute right quick. Boom. And boom. Okay. This is what we're looking at. Comment section. We have a fair value gap now. Right there. Boom. 5 minute fair value gap. So from this fair value gap, this imbalance, we think price is going to go lower. Same gist here. We have a fair value gap. Boom. Cannot take a trade yet. Wait till 9:50. Keep things easily simple. It looks like we're going to close up. This right here is an inverse fair value gap already. Actually, no, it's not. It's about to be made an inverse fair value gap if this candle closes above this. And then if we have a secondary closure up here, we'll have two inverse fair value gaps, or one big one, and price is going to continue moving up. Inverse fair value gap is a sign of confirmation. Yeah. All right, chat. Per my alarms, it is officially time to look for an entry on the trade. Our candles have not formed to the 950 mark. If we were to say price hit key level here, like this was the key level it was supposed to hit, right? If this is the correct use of confluence, that this did in fact hit the key level, we would have to zoom in to the 5 minute, wait for break of structure, inverse fair value gap, SMT divergence. We had a fair value gap here. It was closed above, inverse fair value gap right there, right? Creating a fair value gap there. On the 5 minute continuation, that price is going to move up. We wait for 1 minute confirmation on inverse fair value gap, so we scale down to the 1 minute. Boom. From here, because we have the same confluence line up on NASDAQ, we're waiting for confirmation from a break of structure or, again, inverse fair value gap on the 1 minute. Inverse fair value gap means it'll close below this, right? That'll be our inverse. Same story here. Break of structure from this uptrend. Is it making a new low? A lower high, sorry. And the idea is that we're looking to get into a long position, so we're buying into the market, we're not selling. Right now we are waiting on continuation confluence. I think I'm doing pretty good. If you like the way I'm using these confluences, you let me know. Okay? I 100% want to know what your thoughts are about this. I want to know. Am I using the confluences correctly? Am I approaching this the way I should be? Is there anything you would do differently in this scenario on this day of trading? You've seen the charts, you've seen what I'm doing. Help me, help you, help me, help you. Nothing wrong with constructive criticism so long as it's actually constructive, you know? Poor buddy. I believe we have had a break of structure. When this candle closes, we'll have a break of structure. I also strongly believe we'll also have a fair value gap right there, so we'll wait for price to come back down again. We'll make sure from this current trend up, we will make sure that one, we have an inverse fair value gap, a closure below this, and from that, boom, it'll just skyrocket higher. We will enter off of that fair value gap. Our stop loss will be just below this low here, and our take profit will be at key levels here, there. Oh wow, can't see further than that. NASDAQ is 100% lagging, or I'm sorry, S&P is lagging behind NASDAQ now. NASDAQ says we're going higher. See the divergence right there? NASDAQ is saying down. S&P is saying up. Oh, push back in. It's okay if it hits our key level up here, because we are still before the time we are supposed to be looking for a trade for the market, right? It's best if we go ahead and assume that it's going to hit up here. If it doesn't, it'll make that inverse fair value gap, and then it will go up. This is our point of entry, though, in the event it decides to cross this line. If it crosses this and closes below, we're entering off of that candle, and we're going to watch it soar higher. I might place the stop loss within the inverse fair value gap, just to have that mode of confidence that even if we get stopped out, it's not going to be by much. From that, we should make a decent profit. All right, we're at the time where we should be looking for a trade entry. Let's see what price does. Again, we're looking for a long position. So it needs to make an inverse fair value gap, or it needs to break structure to the downside. Break of structure is the closure below the most recent low. An inverse fair value gap is legit a fair value gap that's closed underneath in an uptrend. I know the two like the back of my hand. It's just a matter of waiting for it. Pardon for the jingle. Pardon the jingle, sorry. Playing with my dice set. Very entertaining just to spin this. Not dangerous either, like you could stop it with your fingers and not hurt yourself. Very fun little doodad to get distracted by. Anyway. Let's get serious. We're locking in here. That's good. That's good. Wait on you, because you're telling us what is going to happen to the S&P. So on the S&P, we'll do the buy. I think MACD is also confirming right here is where people are is projected to, people are going to want to sell here, which means price is about to tank back up underneath this. When it does, we're going to put our stop loss just below this low. We're going to wait for price to go even higher. I'm tempted to put price below this low, to put our stop out below this low. I think that's a bad idea, though, because our fair value gap is right here. Our inverse fair value gap is going to be within this. So it would need to be a confirmed fair value gap. I think our stop loss is safe being put here. And then, of course, our take profits are at other key levels. We'll just let that be a thing. Cue epic music over the silence and everything too, because I am making progress. I have made progress. This is paper trading that I'm doing this on too, so it's like interesting. interesting stuff. Not mistaken, we are in equilibrium too. Yeah, I think we're in equilibrium right now, which means price is about to tank. We might actually get to trade today, chat. Check it out. Let's see. If I roll a d10, that's bullet with 10 sides to it, right? I roll it. It's still rolling. Still rolling. Still rolling. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop rolling. You're gonna fall off. I got the one, the one, the one, the one, the one. I got the one. I have one on this. I kid you not. I picked this up. And I show you. I got the one, the one, the one. I know it's probably not going to focus. Trust me, that's a one. That's the one and the only one on this dice. On the die, I got one. Luck bad with die. How about let's try the 20. If I could get it out. Come here. Come here. Come on. I just want to see what happens if I roll this dice. Come on. Here, I'll dump the whole thing then. Yay. I gotta find the 20. I believe this is it. Yes. Roll the d20. Rolling, 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 rolling. That time I got 20. Chat. Am I made of that magic blue stuff? Why am I blue? I kind of wish my revolvers were as like smooth turning as this, right? Some of them are like not clankety clankety, not like rusty, because I actually cleaned my guns like really well. They shouldn't be. They should be as smooth as that right there. Should just be able to spin like that. Be fine. We have a break of structure. Confirmation right there. Broke structure on this candle right here. I think we want to press buy. Chat, how bad of a problem is it? How bad did I just mess up right there? How bad was that? Let's go ahead and grab our GAN box right quick. Not our GAN box, but our... Where is that tool? We are in a long position. This is our entry point right here. We entered off of this. Our stop loss, if we are wrong, it's going to be just below this low here. Our take profit, if we are right, is going to be up there. We have another one higher. We do not. We have two take profits. Fingers crossed. YOLO. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to delete this. Get out of the way. We have our stop loss. We're actually going to bring this down a little bit lower, like right in there. So we have wiggle room. This is a 1 to 2.85. We just invested... we didn't invest $400,000. We bought one share. This entry point right here, 19,906. if price comes up above this take profit right here, we'll remove our stop loss and we'll sell 0.33%. I don't know what that means.